this is an almighty task.
Yes, it is.
Years to come. Most of the expectation. Camp Nou can take your breath away. So can Barcelona's foot parent holders of all Spain's major domestic honours. The latter three, Rafinha, Kieran Trippier, his last 5 games, including that late penalty in the first leg.
They're going to have to stay collectively together here because it's such a big pitch and they're such a good...
That night, but will certainly pose Barcelona problems this evening, and has already won an early free kick in a good position to Elanga, who sends it straight back in there, but claimed by forward. That wasn't a bad knockdown. And a shot on the turn. Decent effort that by Burn. Defend here, and that's pulled back into a dangerous position. And it's Rafinha. They just lost him in the box. And what a start this is for Barcelona. Inside 6 minutes. It's Rafinha who opens the scoring for Hansi Flick's side.
Well, it's a magnificent finish, but I think you've got to keep an eye on...
Rafinha on the move again, so is Lewandowski. And Ramsdale had to come rushing out and did brilliantly.
Yeah, he gets there in the end. Just for a second there, I thought Ramsdale was just...
They have it here with Barnes. Just slightly overran it and then seemed to be tripped. And they do get the free kick. Newcastle, but it's a club, a group of players that want more than that. It's a beauty of a pass. And it's 1-1. Anthony Elanga for Newcastle United. What a really good move that was. Finished off by Elanga. Fantastic reaction from Newcastle to that early Barcelona goal. It's level at Camp Nou.
That's a wonderfully created creativity, but I think they're...
Yamal. Brought down by Joe Linton. And it's going to be a yellow card here, the first of the game. That floats it in there. Fantastic ball. Oh. They just switched off. And they've been made to pay. Marc Bernal for Barcelona, and so soon after Newcastle got themselves on terms, Barcelona go back in front.
It really is a poor goal to give away. You've just fought your way back into the game with a really good created goal, set play, and I think it's Dan Burn is absolutely aghast with his teammates because he drops off.
There's the signal from Rafinha. To the near post it went, and some of the stadium just for a moment thought that was in. What a first contribution that would have been from Araujo.
Well, yeah, I mean, all 3 corners
as well.
Yeah, you see a lot of teams do that now. They go in purposely in that.
Ramsdale. Oh, they collided with each other there from the first leg against Atletico, but Atletico do concede plenty of goals.
Yeah, I think they've just got to keep playing. They will get more chances. Obviously, they've got to back the back four. When you come to Camp Nou, you need the goalkeeper to have a really good game. Ramsdale at the moment is swept up a couple of times, hasn't had to make...
With him. Barnes pulls it across, and they've equalised again! And it's Anthony Elanga again! Fantastic from Newcastle. What character! Two on the night, 3-3 on aggregate. What a game! Gordon! Oh, Barcelona on how
there is really, and he wasn't sort of in sync as such, but my word, he's
to get him behind them, and he's got Gordon in support as well. Foul by Burn. Not if there's any team set up. Elanga right on the edge of the area, felt that he was tripped. The referee says no.
There's that ball.
Just a little outside the box. And that's a great block. And Burn was there again. It's a massive let-off for Newcastle, but how well did Dan Burn do?
Oh, that was magnificent.
To try and contain Barcelona. Pedri, Rafinha and Lewandowski, and it's over. How it's over, I'm not quite sure, but it is. Missed by Lamine Yamal of all people. Ball, Fermin Lopez. Now they're asking for a penalty here. The referee has waved it away, but clearly it will be getting checked. Lamine Yamal up against Ramsdale. Yamal scores just about. Ramsdale went the right way, but couldn't keep it out. And Barcelona in front yet again.
Yeah, from this angle, the way we're watching, we haven't seen it on the screen yet, but I think Ramsdale was really upset with himself that he thinks he's nearly had it. He's nearly got that. He chose the right way. I think there was just enough power on the ball, wasn't there? And, well, you can't read this game. What this scoreline's going to...
Fermin Lopez with the early ball in. It drops for Joe. Rafinha is there. And pushed away. That he felt it didn't come. Post and Alanga gets it clear for Newcastle, and they're in for 4. Fermin Lopez gives Barcelona a 2-goal lead. Newcastle cut wide open. Great football, you've got to say. And a composed finish from in the box, so is Lewandowski. Appeals for a penalty, but it's a corner kick. In comes the corner, and it's another one. It's all going badly wrong now for Newcastle. This time, it's Robert Lewandowski with just over 10 minutes gone in this second half. 5-2 now on the night to Barcelona.
Well, we haven't seen much of him tonight, really, have you? But then that's where he's most dangerous at times.
In the box, Hall with the chance to cross, numbers in the middle. And around 62,000, the third tier still being for Tottenham in the quarter-finals. It's Lewandowski again. It's 2 for Lewandowski. It's yet another one for Barcelona, their 6th of the night, and this has been some second-half performance from Hansi Flick's side. They are blowing Newcastle away now.
Yeah. They can just up it when they want.
Rafinha with the ball over.
And all of a sudden...
Oh, what a giveaway that is. Right, Rafinha, who makes the most of the mistake by Ramsey. And we've still got, well, with added time, probably more than 20 minutes to go here. And Barcelona now winning at Chelsea at the weekend. Important to not let it damage. A lot of lessons will have been Livramento. Pedri. Our League goals